Good evening and welcome here inside Odell Arena on the campus of Taylor University for tonight's non-conference volleyball matchup between the visiting IU Kokomo Cougars and the host Taylor Trojans. First match of the year for IU Kokomo as we get things started on the Marion General Hospital pre-match show. The Trojans picked up their first win of the season in a 5-set win against Crossroads League rival Huntington Tuesday night. The Trojans won the first two sets by identical 25-23 scores. Drop set 3-25-23, drop set 4-25-20, and then came out on fire in set 5, winning convincingly 15-8. No Ryan Cerniak for the Trojans on Tuesday night, still out with a lower body injury tonight. But Amanda Adams, the senior out of Heath, Ohio, stepped in beautifully, had 26 kills to give her 999 for her career. She, or 25 on Tuesday, one away from 1,000 for her career tonight. Grace Isaacs had 11 blocks, including two solo rejections, as the Trojans had 16 blocks in the win over the Foresters on Tuesday night. IU Kokomo comes in under the direction of Heather Hayes in her 8th season. They have not played a match just yet, but they have been the class of the River States Conference in the past 5 seasons. They've won 4 out of the last 5 River States Conference championships, and they've also gone to the national tournament each of the last 5 years. They bring back a whole slew of talent, including one of the top players in the River States Conference in Lizzie Soklin, a 6'1 junior transfer from Lewis University. They also return their stud libero and Macy Rudy, who was an all-league selection and the libero of the year a season ago. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for volleyball from here inside Odell Arena. It's Taylor, it's IU Kokomo, and it's next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 5 different levels of membership for you to choose from. You can join for as low as $150, all the way up to the Trojan MVP level for $1,500. Each level receives premiums, complimentary season tickets, as well as gifts from the athletic department. Members also receive special recognition during halftime of the annual Silent Night game. In recent years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
The Cougars are coached by Heather Hayes, assisted by IU Kokomo and Taylor. And now fans, get on your feet for the starting lineup for Taylor Trojans. As a junior from Warsaw, Indiana, number 1, Nikki Perry. A senior from Highland, Kentucky, number 9, Grace Isaac. A freshman from Spring Arbor, Michigan, number 13, Justin Hood. A sophomore from Slade, Virginia, number 14, Carly Ware. A senior from East Ohio, number 16, Amanda Adams. A sophomore from Warsaw, Indiana, number 18, Casey Pratt. A sophomore from Warsaw, Indiana, number 19, Aaron B. The Trojans are coached by Aaron B, assisted by Paul Walker.
So there's the starting lineup for both teams here tonight. And the career watch we are keeping our eyes on, 1 kill away, as we mentioned, for senior Amanda Adams of Taylor to get to 1,000 in her career. IU Kokomo will be on the right side of the net here to start and for the entire match, of course, with the COVID-19 regulations in effect. They're in the crimson red uniforms with the white numbers and the black trim. The Trojans in the home whites with the purple numbers and the purple letters. Taylor led by 5th-year head coach Aaron Luthi, the 2005 grad here of Taylor. As you mentioned, Heather Hayes in her 8th season leading IU Kokomo. She's a graduate of the University of Indianapolis. And it looks like we had a little electrical malfunction. Someone must have kicked out the power cable from the scores table, but they plug it back in and away we go. Stars for the Trojans: Ware, Parrott, Isaacs, Bragg, Adams, Pugh. For IU Kokomo, Lizzie Soakland, who is a redshirt junior. Morgan Weir, Sydney Garrick. Their libero is Macy Rudy. Kaylee Lyons, and the last starter is Alexa Roberts, number 13. Carly Ware, who played beautifully in the back row on Tuesday with double-figure digs. The sophomore will have the first serve here tonight. We're glad you made us part of your Friday night. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the Trojan Sports Network. Taylor on the left side of the floor. And we're underway here from Odell Arena. Good receive by IUK in the middle, a swing right over the top. And there's a kill for the Cougars to start, either Soakland or Weir. So a quick start on some quick offense on the opening serve for IUK. 2 subs out. And coming in to serve will be Abby Bauer. So all of the IU Kokomo players donning masks. Not required after the... But there's a ruling in Michigan that has forcing all athletes to wear the mask. Far side, Amanda Adams. The dig attempt will keep her away from 1,000 kills. IUK up 1-0 here in set 1. Bragg will tie it at 1 with a classy little left-hand drop down. So gives Soakland that first kill for IUK, and we're deadlocked at 1 here in set 1. Ashley Harrell, the senior, in to serve, replacing Grace Isaacs. And Harrell from right in the middle of the floor sends it over on a skip and an ace, as that one drops right in front of Rudy. The Trojans struggled with their serve Tuesday. They struggled with the serve last Saturday against Grace. But they get their first ace of the night here, and they lead 2-1 in set 1. Lions to the far side of the floor. A changeup will drop just over the block attempt of Amanda Adams. That was Sydney Gehrig with the kill for IU Kokomo. And we're back to even here in set one at 2-aside. Rudy, the libero, will serve here for IUK. Senior out of Middletown, Indiana, and Shenandoah High School. An all-league selection a year ago out of the River States Conference. Bragg back to Adams, into the air, and just keeping it alive is Smith for IU Kokomo. Bragg, another lefty swing, a diving dig is the freshman Smith's. Rudy will right-hand one over, dug by her counterpart. This would be Pugh. And then a violation called against IU Kokomo. That will go against number 17, Sydney Gehrig. And Taylor goes back in front by one, 3-2. Parrott out. And Susanna Neal, who played splendidly on Tuesday, makes her first appearance of the night. And Bragg will handle the serving for Taylor here. Sends a missile over right to the libero, Rudy. Lions to the near side of the floor, and Porter dug by a leaning, but it'll drop down as it caught Pugh on her heels. And Lorelei Porter with her first kill. And once again, we're tied up. 3-3, no errors for either side. 3 kills for IUK, 2 kills and an ace for the Trojans. And that's how you get to 3-3. Sarah Morin in for the first time in serving. A standee riding smash will land just on the very back row, and it's an ace for IUK. First ace for IUK, and they've got the first back-to-back points of the night, and they've regained the lead at 4-3. Their first advantage since 1-0. Morin, a 5'8" senior out of Illinois and Eureka High School. She'll send this one deep this time. It will land in again. That one right in front of Taylor head coach Erin Luthi. She disagrees vehemently. And that ball landed right in that back corner again. Same spot, same result for Sarah Morin. That's a 5-3 lead for IUK, but now our down official will come and talk things over with our lead official. Erin Luthi was about 3 feet away from where that ball landed. The official on top of the play whistled that it was in. But the ball landed right beneath her nose. And now our second official coming over, who's on the far side pin, comes over and talks things over with our lead official, who's in the stand down below us. Both teams huddling up. And the message will be relayed to head coach Erin Luthi of Taylor. And her reaction looks like it's going to stay as an ace, and it will. So 5-3 for Morin and IUK. We'll see if Morin goes back to the same spot here. Trying to play it over Carly where his head is set. She floats it short, read by Pugh. Back to the near side. Adams will spin it, and it's dug back by IUK. Near side to Porter, 1 kill tonight. Dug this time by Pugh of Taylor. Far side Adams, and she'll send that one into the netting. Still 1 kill away from 1,000 for Amanda Adams. And it's now 4 in a row for IU Kokomo. And they lead by 3, 6-3 here in set number 1. Morin with the hot hand serving will continue to send it over, but this one catches the front of the net. 6-4, the Trojan deficit with Adams back to serve. Nikki Seacrest in. She makes her first appearance of the night for the home team. Chelsea Hurt in there as well for TU. Adams smashes it deep, sends Smith backpedaling on the receive. A miscommunication as Smith comes in and scoops it forward. Bragg, quick set to Hurt, trying to tool off the block. Pinballed around, and it lands just in front of Rudy before she could scoop it back over. Kill for Taylor's Chelsea Hurt, the freshman from Spring Arbor, Michigan. Back-to-back points for Taylor. They trail by 1. Adams, a laser beam over, catches Smith, and it's a double hit. And it's an ace for Amanda Adams. Smith tried to pull her hands out of the way, seeing that it might go zooming out of bounds. Instead, it clipped her on the hand and hit her on the ricochet. And it's 6-6 after the first ace from Adams and the second one from Taylor tonight. This one just over the top of the tape. Almost played back over the net, kept alive, then scooped over on the right hand of Porter. Pugh, Bragg, Hurt. Off the block, down. 2 kills for Hurt, and Taylor regains a 1-point advantage. So 2 kills for Chelsea Hurt, and the Trojans' lead has now evaporated. And the first service error of the night for the home team. And subs in for IUK. Alexa Roberts in, along with Morgan Weir for the Cougars. who just got done building a brand new indoor athletic facility on the IU Kokomo campus, a beautiful new facility for their volleyball and basketball programs. 7-7 here in set one, here from Odell Arena. Sechrist had the receive, and then she gets it back from Bragg, and Sechrist knows exactly what to do with that one. A strong right hand from the junior, Nicole Sechrist. 8-7, the Trojans back in front, and Dodane enters to serve for TU. Dodane had a couple of aces Tuesday night against Huntington. Knuckleballs it over here and played to the middle by IUK. Near sideline, over the block, and just out of the reach of Amanda Adams. Kill for Morgan Weir. Well, the way Amanda Adams was cooking with gas on Tuesday, we thought she would have gotten that 1,000th kill with ease by now, but after 3 swings, she's still sitting on a donut. That's okay, still plenty of time for Amanda and the rest of the Trojans to get to work. Level at 8, in comes Sydney Conger, 5'11 junior out of Bloomington, Indiana. Pugh works it along, Sechrist eyes it, swings, and sends it to Conger in the back row. Quick set in the middle, sent over and dug on the Sokolin try by Bragg of Taylor. Here's Neal with her first go at it, and another dig by a lunging Conger. Into the air, coming down the line, blocked back over by the Trojans to IUK's side of the net. It's Weir, cross-court dig is Hughes of Taylor. Sechrist will send it off the block and end the rally as the IUK block didn't get out there in time. They left too much space. Sechrist got it on their arms and it ricocheted down on IUK's side of the net. So a nice couple of swings there from Nikki Sechrist. She's got a pair of kills and the Trojans have the lead back at 9-8. No one has had a bigger lead than 3. That was IUK at 6-3. Parrott with that monster top spin serve received nicely by IUK. Sokolin in the middle, but it's dug by Parrott. Behind the line comes Adams, trying to find number 1,000, and that one just a hair out of bounds. Amanda had a couple of beautiful kills from the back row on Tuesday, but cannot find her first one here, and set one is back to even at 9 aside. Here comes Kaylee Lyons in to serve for IU Kokomo. From the far corner, sends it spinning to the near side. Parrott receives it clean. Bragg back set. Isaacs blocked back over, kept alive by Bragg. Isaacs steps in and keeps it alive, and then Bragg will smash it over. Dug by Roberts, near side of the floor. Weir, she'll rainbow one, but then the dig attempt by a one-footed jump by Aaron Pugh goes sailing into the 5th row. Second kill for Morgan Weir. Just a little bit out of position was Aaron Pugh. And IUK back in front by 1, 10-9. And again, the Lions back handling the serving here for the visitors from Kokomo. Parrott up to Bragg for Taylor. Isaacs calls for it, gets it, and drops it home beautifully. A nice serve receive makes offense easy. Evidence right there. Sechrist out, Ware in for Taylor. Back to even at 10 apiece. Ware a skip and a sidewinder deep. Lions back set far side. Weir goes and gets it. Dug easily by Bragg. Pugh to the far sideline. Amanda Adams, and it's dug up by Rudy of IUK. Sokolin in the middle had plenty of space, but she line drives it out of play, and the point will go to Taylor, and they regain a 1-point clearance. 11-10 home team. Unevenly played set number 1. Short serve from Ware, received nicely by IUK. Quick set in the middle, punched over by Gehrig and dug by Pugh. Adams across the line, and there's number 1,000 for Amanda Adams. All the signs out for Amanda Adams getting kill number 1,000. A standing ovation for 16 in white. Her team leads by 2, biggest lead of the night so far for Taylor. Sokolin, though, cuts it down to 1 on a nice pirouette and a right-hand drop. Second one for Sokolin tonight, and IUK claws back to within a point. A big roster for IU Kokomo. .21 players on the roster, and they have played a considerable amount of them early here. Subbing 2 in and 2 out at the same time every couple of rotations. Isaacs will two-hand it over on a third hit. We'll see what IUK can do here down 1. Sokolin, though, will bash it across the line across from us. And Taylor goes back in front by 2, 13-11. So Amanda Adams with that kill becomes the third player coached by Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi to reach 1,000 kills, but the first one that has been recruited by Coach Luthi. She coached Kelly Arnold for one season when Kelly got to 1,000 kills, and Becca Gehrig for the last 2 seasons of Becca's splendid career. 13-11, but now 13-12. Lorelei Porter near sideline and a kill with that right hand again. 13-12, the Taylor advantage, as Porter has been a nice bright spot here early on with a pair of kills for IUK. The libero Rudy will serve for the visitors. Parrott plays it back to the middle. Bragg underneath. Adams wants it, gets it, blocked back over by IUK. Bragg will terminate with that left hand on a second hit. Second kill for Bragg, and Taylor's lead back to 2. Taylor's led by no more than 2. IUK is led by no more than 3. Bragg will move towards the near side of the floor for this service. Lefty deep, right on the back line for Bragg. Ace for 18. Third ace of the night for the Trojans, and they lead by a match-high advantage of 3. Bragg will smash it to the far side of the floor, controlled nicely by IU Kokomo. Down the middle with vicious swings is Lorelei Porter. And that cuts the Taylor lead down to a deuce. Gehrig out, Lyons out for IUK. Morin in and Kendall Williams in for the visitors. Morin with a pair of aces tonight. She'll go right back to Ware, pinballed around, and it will be ace number 3 for Sarah Morin. The first 2 landed just on the back line. This one was a poor serve received by the Trojans, and it pinballed around. It ends up with IUK now trailing by 1 here in set 1. Morin right back to Ware, who plays it nicely up to Bragg. Near side, Adams, that's easy money for Amanda Adams. Second kill for 16 in white. And it's a 16-14 Taylor advantage. They have led by no more than 3. Neither team has led by no more than 3. In a fairly even played set 1. Both teams hitting well over 330. Near side, nice dig by Bragg on the near sideline for Taylor. Adams behind the line, right to Smith, almost sailed back over the net, played back nicely by Morin. Blocked over on the swing by the Trojans of Seacrest and Hurt. Near side, Pugh will have it sent off of her fingertips and into the water station across from us. As IUK gets the kill, and they, you guessed it, trail by 1. Taylor trailed by 3, then ripped off 4 in a row. The Trojans have led by 3, and IUK has scored 3 out of the last 4 points to trail by 1. Neither team able to run away and hide here in this opening stanza. Alexa Roberts up to Bragg. Back set, Neal blocked back over by IUK, trying to push it over on the second hit would be Bragg, but it catches the net and falls on Taylor's side. 16-16 here in set 1. With Alexa Roberts serving for IU Kokomo. Seacrest up to Bragg, back to Seacrest. A little change up down, knocked around twice, and a standing smash sent back over by Kokomo. Near side, Susanna Neal continues her hot streak as she finds the open space in the back row of IU Kokomo. First kill for Neal, and the Taylor lead goes back to 1. Chelsea Hurt out, Dodane in for Taylor. And here's Dodane, smashing it deep, received nicely by a backpedaling Roberts. Near sideline Weir, a changeup, snuffed out by Bragg. Dodane works it along far sideline Seacrest, who rainbows it over and out of play. 17 apiece here in set 1. As Pugh re-enters for TU. And Sydney Conger back in to serve here for IUK. A missile sent over, Seacrest off of her left elbow, and a miscommunication as Isaacs was backpedaling. Bragg thought she was going to go get it. And IUK back in front thanks to their 4th ace tonight and the first one from Conger. The miscommunications have been a problem for Taylor in their first 2 matches of the year. There's their first miscue in that category tonight. And Isaacs will smash one deep, appealing that it was tipped to the line, and it was. Kill for Isaacs. And set 1 back to even at 18. Nikki Parrott back in for the home team. That vicious top spin serve, received nicely by Weir. Back set all the way to the far side, having to go and get it was Jocelyn Hack. Table able to regroup and then sent over by Parrott. Quick send in the middle here, Soklin. Pugh digs it and controlled by Adams. Far sideline off the heel of the hand and into the net by Nikki Sechrist. Nikki had to track that one in the lights, a pretty long distance, but it hits off the heel of the hand and results in a point for IUK and gives them the lead back. Lions back into serve for the Cougars. So the cross court, near side. Bragg to Isaacs off the top of the tape, kept alive by the Cougars. Far sideline, Adams got a piece of it, and it falls in for a kill for Sydney Garrick. That one might have been sailing out of bounds. A 2-point lead for IU Kokomo as the Trojans will take their first time out here of the night. We'll keep it here because there should be a PA read for Amanda Adams' career achievement.
Please join us in congratulating Amanda Adams on winning her 1,000th career kill. Her teammates and first Trojan that he's on our forward since second career in 2017. Congratulations to Amanda Adams.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other desserts.
(20-18), the IUK lead. They're hitting .308 right now. Taylor .226, not bad. But the Trojans have 5 attack errors, just 1 service error. But IUK, 1 service error, but only 2 attack errors. They've been pretty clean. No blocks yet for the Trojans. Back set Sechrist. She'll hit it off the top of the tape. And an early struggle continues for Nikki Sechrist here in set 1. 3-point advantage for IUK, matching their biggest of set 1. Actually, 1 block for the Cougars, I should say. Bragg gives Isaacs a try off the top of the tape, and down as Isaacs gets kill number 3. A big serve here as Taylor trying to cut their deficit to 1. Down 21-19. Soklin's got other ideas. It's a dig for Adams of Taylor. Bragg, whose body was leaning back, hits this one right into the net. Again, trying to play on that second hit and catch IUK napping. She did it the first time, but has come up empty the last 2 tries at that. Back to a 3-point lead for the visitors, 22-19 here in set 1. With Abby Bowyer serving. Bowyer sends it deep. Ware receives. Bragg scampers. Far side, Adams back into the net again. There's the 8th attack error for Taylor here in set 1. And IUK leads by 4, 23-19. And Taylor will take their second and final time out of set 1 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Taylor out of timeouts here in set one. They trail by 4, 23-19, their biggest deficit here so far tonight, trying to avoid dropping set one to IU Kokomo. Bowyer serving here for IUK. Standing righty smash, Parrott, Bragg, Isaacs. Point, Taylor. Bing, bang, boom. And so Isaacs gets the kill on the assist from Bragg. That's Casey's 12th assist of set one. Here comes Ashley Harrell for the serve for Taylor. She'll send this one deep, received nicely by Smith. Near side of the floor, Lorelei Porter gets another kill. That's her team leading 4th. Ball set up high, and Porter knew what to do with it. Set point for IUK, up 24-20 here at set one. It'll be the libero, Rudy, serving over for the Cougars. Bragg, near side, Adams. Cross-court dig as Lions of IUK. Second sweep, stuffed out by the Trojans. And then a violation called against IUK as in the net was Lydia Hubbard. I should make that Sydney Garrick, was the one that got into the netting. Still set point for IU Kokomo, but the Trojans down 24-21. As Susanna Neal re-enters for TU. Bragg with an ace tonight, back to serve. And will stay on one ace. Lions back set right into the middle, blocked and unable to get it up and over were the Trojans. Kill for Gehrig, and that's how set one will come to a close. IUK wins set one 25-21. We're back with set two after this here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased.
a fantastic first set for IU Kokomo. They hit 333, 12 kills, 2 errors, 30 swings, compared to Taylor's 184, 15 kills, 8 miscues on 38 swings. The Trojans were hitting above 350 at one point, but the errors started racking up, and their attack percentage ends at 184 in set one. Grace Isaacs leads the way for Taylor with 4 kills, 3 apiece for Chelsea Hurt and Amanda Adams. Seacrest with 2, Bragg with 2. Casey also has 13 assists. IU Kokomo led by Lorelei Porter with 5 kills on no errors on 7 swings. 3 for Gehrig and 2 for Weir. Those young ladies have combined for 10 kills, no errors on 17 swings between the 3 of them. And now our second official coming out and checking on something and laughing about something with Grace Isaacs. Double checking the 6 on the Taylor floor right now. That's the same 6 that started the match. And now Pugh will enter for Hurt, and away we go. Just 1 block in that opening set. It belonged to IU Kokomo. Remember, Taylor had 16 blocks against Huntington on Tuesday, with Grace Isaacs out blocking Huntington by herself. No blocks for the Trojans so far. We'll see if they can change that here in set 2. Isaacs' first swing sent back over that and tapped to the open space by IU Kokomo. On the near side, it was Audrey Stosma tapping it over. And just like in set 1, IUK scores on the opening serve. It'll be Lyons back to serve once again. She had 10 assists in that opening set. Far sideline, Adams. That one long, her 4th error of the night. Amanda picked up career kills 1,000, 1,001, and 1,002 in set number 1. But the errors have started to pile up mightily here for Taylor. Parrott jumped into the air, pulled her hands back at the last possible moment, and that service went flying over her head and out of play to give Taylor their first point here of set 2. Grace Isaacs out, her classmate Ashley Harrell in to replace her to serve. Ashley's big sister Haley watched the match on Tuesday, but on mute. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. 2-1, the Taylor deficit here in set 2. A slide to the far side, tapped over, but it hit the pin. Good look there for Lizzie Soakland, one of the top middle hitters in the River States Conference a season ago, but that one hit the pin and went out of play. 2-2, set 2. Again, no Cerniak, no Meckelberg tonight again for the second match in a row for Taylor, and Harrell gets the ace. Her second one of the night, this one just in front of the hands of the receiver for IU Kokomo. 3-2, the Taylor advantage, as they trail 1-0 in the match. A float. This one received calmly by Rudy the libero. Soakland off the block, but dug forward by Parrott. Bragg, here's Adams teeing one up, deflected and dug by Rudy, kept alive by IUK. Near side, back row, just over the line by a whisker by Audrey Strasma. And the Trojans have scored 4 in a row, and they lead 4-2. Third match at home to start the year for Taylor. They wrap up the 4-match homestand tomorrow against defending national champion Marion. Lions, back set, a slide blocked over by the Trojans on the swing from Gehrig. Gehrig again resets off the top of the tape, sliding on her knees to dig it up as Bragg. And then Adams will send one to the back row, but a leaping superwoman dig is Rudy's. Off the heel of the hand for IUK, Bragg, a second hit sweep to the air. It's sent to the sky as Lions will scamper underneath. Ware digs for Taylor. Bragg sets, Adams goes to get it and gets a kill and screams to the rafters. Taylor's lead is 3, kills Adams with 4. And here's Ashley Harrell back to handle the serving for TU. Almost sliding was Lyons, and that sent the set high. Her footing came out from underneath Lyons, and that made her push the ball a little bit higher than she wanted to, trying to connect with Gehrig on the near sideline. 6 straight for Taylor. They lead by 4. Here early on in set 2. Lions back to the far side of the floor, off the block, and then scooped back over somehow by Bragg, and now IUK will reset. Near side diving dig, and it will send its way out to the far side of the floor as Strasma gets kill number 2 for IUK. That ends the 6-0 spurt by the Trojans. As Bowyer in to serve for IU Kokomo. And a standing righty smash. A low received by Parrott, scooped up by Bragg. Change up Adams, sliding dig is Lorelei Porters. This one sent rainbowing to the back row, and the bottom drops out right in the near side corner for IUK. It was like that ball had eyes and then saw the line upcoming and then just dropped down right into the parquet floor. Bowyer to serve again for IUK. They trail by 2 after letting Taylor rip off 6 straight points after leading 2-0. Beautiful changeup, Hurt right on the line with a seeing eye kill of her own. Hurt on the near side, a little 2-hand changeup. Just popped it right over on a rainbow over the block attempt, and it landed right on the near sideline. It'll be Casey Bragg to serve. 2 aces to her name tonight. And almost played back over the net by IU Kokomo. Swept through between the double team block attempt by Taylor. It's Gehrig with a right hand push and kill number 4. This one sent over, scooped up by the Trojans. Was it tapped to the net by Adams? It was a violation against IU Kokomo against Gehrig. And the Taylor lead is 3, 8-5 as they try to level our match at a set apiece. Adams will serve it over. Almost down for another ace. Near sideline is Porter. She's blocked by Hurt and Susanna Neal. First block for the Trojans as Neal continues her strong play, which started on Tuesday. That voice that you can hear over everyone's is Jessica Dodane across from us, screaming encouragement. Here comes some more screams as Adams will dial up her second ace of the night. And that forces the first IU Kokomo timeout this evening. Trojans with their biggest lead tonight, 10-5 in set 2, trying to level the match at a set aside.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
10-5 Taylor, 3 kills, 1 error for the Trojans. 4 kills, 3 errors for IU Kokomo. Adams, after her second ace of the night, will continue to serve. Taylor again up 10-5. Lions scampers, Porter a changeup. Right there for the dig is Bragg. Pugh, far sideline Seacrest, mishit, and it stayed on Taylor's side of the net. (10-6) the Taylor lead now. Kendall Williams in to serve for IU Kokomo. 5'10" junior out of Edinburgh, Indiana, and Columbus East High School. Pugh to Bragg, quick set, Hurt, change up again, diving frontwards dig is Olivia Smits. Pugh calls for it, gets it. Here's Susanna Neal, a laser beam that'll sail way out of bounds. There's a little bit too much juice there from Neal, couldn't get it to dive down, more straight line than the dive down. Still a 3-point advantage for Taylor at 10-7. Williams knuckleballs it. Seacrest will sweep it to the middle. Bragg sets it up. Neal with a looping changeup. Knocked around, but unable to be dug up by IU Kokomo. And Neal will get the kill. It's her second. Dodane in with some tape on two of her right fingers. As Chelsea here hits a breather for Taylor. Floating it deep is Dodane. Popped high in the air. Porter, nice dig by Bragg. Dodane back to the middle. Bragg will tee it up, and it's dug by Smith on the near side for IUK. Porter shuffles those feet, able to get it over in tight quarters on the near side of the net. Adams came storming down Main Street, but teed it up and put it into the Taylor side of the netting instead of rocketing it over the net. No one was home for IU Kokomo, and Adams was ready to make them pay, but it's got a little bit too much downward hit on it, and the Taylor lead cut down to 3 once again. Alexa Roberts floating it short. Coming in to receive is Adams. Beautiful changeup by Isaacs. Back over the net. Stepping in to dig is what was Adams, and then Neal hits it into the Taylor side of the net. So back-to-back swings by the Trojans, both eaten by their own net. Carly Ware back in for Taylor, replacing Seacrest in the Taylor back row. And Alexa Roberts again serves for IUK. And Ware will scoop this one out. Might have been going out of bounds. She tried to scoop it up, and it goes down as an ace for Alexa Roberts. 5th ace of the night for IU Kokomo. And they trail by just 1 after trailing by 5. Adams plays it up to Bragg in the middle. Isaacs, a lefty changeup this time for 9 in white. 5th kill for Isaacs, and Taylor's lead back to 2. Parrott returns to serve for Taylor with the Trojans up 12-10. There's a missile of a serve that almost knocked Ludi off of her feet. Isaacs jumped into the air, had to play it back, and then it got ricocheted all the way back to the back wall. (12-11), the Taylor lead now. So that kill goes to Adam. It's her first. Bragg, far side, Isaacs, down the line and in. Big kill for Grace Isaacs with no one home for IU Kokomo. 6th one for Isaacs, no errors for 9 in white. And Taylor's had the response every time here in set 2 when IUK has gotten to within 1. The Trojans have pushed it back up to 2. Change up block, it's Isaacs and Bragg as Adam tried to take a little bit off, and the Trojans just tapped her right back down. Actually make it Strassma who got blocked. Second block for Taylor, first one for Isaacs and Bragg. And the Taylor lead is now 3. Swept, dug off by Parrott. Strauss will try to get over here. Adams teeing it up and dropping it home. 6th kill for Amanda Adams, and the Trojans have quickly turned set 2 back in their favor, leading by 4. A changeup from Ware just sneaks over the top of the net. Back set to the far side for IUK. It was Hubbard on the swing. Bragg will sweep it over, but it's dug by Rudy. In the middle, Soakland. She's blocked by Isaacs, but it got more of the tape as Isaacs was right there patrolling the middle of the net. The Taylor lead is 5, matching their match high, and there's the second and final timeout for IU Kokomo here in this second set. Taylor up 16-11 in set 2, trying to level the match at a set aside.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits.
Back inside Odell Arena, Taylor leading by 5. 16-11 here in set number 2. Carly Ware handling the serving for the Trojans. Soakland, a laser beam out of bounds. She reared back, but too much line drive, not enough downward swing. And Taylor takes their biggest lead of the night at 6, 17-11. As Kendall Williams now in handling the setter duties, with Lions getting a breather. Williams sets up Soakland again, a changeup blocked back over and controlled forward by Rudy. Two-armed over by Williams. Pugh keeps it alive. Bragg backs it, blocked over but snuffed out by Nikki Parrott. Two-arm floater and a violation called against Aaron Pugh on a double hit. And here comes Lions back in for IUK, also exiting Lydia Hubbard, excuse me. And it'll be Lions to serve for the visitors. Six errors and 5 kills for IUK. The Trojans a little bit better, 7-5. And now how about an 8-5 as Isaacs brings the heat with that big right hand again. 7 kills for the senior from Kentucky. 18-12, the home team's advantage. Now the Ashley Harrell entering and serving here for TU. A skip and a smash over. Lions scampers underneath. Soakland tapped and dug forward by Carly Ware. Bragg cross court. Adams through the block and down as Adams had to reach up and go get it. But she did just that and gets kill number 7 this evening. And the Trojan lead is 7 at 19-12. Again, no Ryan Cerniak again for Taylor tonight, as Adams and the crew try to pick up the slack. Back set far side, slapped over by Strassma, controlled by Taylor. Bragg in the middle, hurt with a little change up to no man's land, but kept alive by Soakland. Near side tip, Ware digs it forward. Bragg will sweep it on over, and it's dug up onto the top of the net, hit twice by Adams, and it'll go out of bounds. As that ball danced on the top of the net, Adams clipped it and then brought it down and then trying to save it up and back. It was deflected out of bounds on a second hit by Taylor's top outside player. The Trojan lead down to 6 as Abby Bowyer in to serve. A missile right over the top of the net. Bragg back set, Hurt tools off the block right in the middle. 5th kill for Chelsea Hurt. She had really been doing well blocking in her first 2 collegiate matches, starting to add to that kill total here. She is giving the Trojans a 7-point lead, 20-13, as Chelsea now has 5 kills tonight and no errors on 7 swings. Bragg rockets one over again. Back set far side, Soakland dug on the near side by Taylor's Casey Bragg. Adams, big step forward, righty changeup sliding in to dig is Smith for IUK, but then Lyons gets tripped up with her own teammate Gehrig, and the ball falls for a Taylor point. 21-13 Taylor trying to even the match at a set aside. Bragg into the air and over on the serve. Lyons come sprinting out, near side Porter blocked back over by Taylor. Lyons directing traffic back to Porter near side. Her lefty touch is touched back down by TU. Far side block again, sliding dig is Ware. Bragg near side for Taylor. Neal will punch it over, and now IUK will reset. Porter near sideline over and dug by Pugh. Bragg, here's Adams way up high and off the block on the far side pin. Adams had to scrape the clouds to bring that ball back home, but she did just that. And after a rough first set, Amanda Adams has found her groove. Taylor with a match-high lead of 9, 22-13, trying to run away and hide in set 2. But off the block in the middle is Lizzie Soakland with her 3rd termination. And IUK trying to not go quietly in set 2, as their deficit is at 8, 22-14. Here's Rudy, the all-conference libero a season ago. Bragg, near side, Adams, change up over the block, snuffed out nicely by Aaron Adam. Ware will dig it up for Taylor. Back set near side, Neal through the block, and Rudy scrapes it off the floor for IUK. Blocked over Trojans and kept alive. Tipped around, and then Ware with a back row dig for Taylor. Adams off the far side antenna, and a violation will be called against Taylor. (22-15), the Taylor lead now after a nice back and forth there on the rally. Bragg underneath, in the middle. Adams called for it, but it's dug by Lyons, the setter, far side of the floor. Porter on the near sideline, dug up by Taylor's Aaron Pugh. Hurt called for it, got it, and dropped it right down in the middle of the IUK side of the net. 6 kills for Hurt, no errors for the freshman so far. And the Taylor lead is up to 8, 2 points away from a 1-1 match. Adams sprints and sends that one a couple feet over the end line. Just the second service error for Taylor tonight. They've done much better in that category than they did in their first 2 matches of the season. But the attack errors sit at 14, one of their bigger totals through 2 sets so far this season. Here's Kendall Williams, the other setter in for IUK. Bragg, Sechrist gets it. Her swing blocked back over, and unable to keep it alive was Adams. Second block of the night for IUK. That matches the Trojan total in blocks. The Taylor advantage, 23-17. Adams receives this serve for Taylor. Bragg, a quick set. Hurt went to go get it. The block attempt kept alive by Pugh. Bragg trying to pick that far side corner. Scampering around is IUK, a scoop over the net. Bragg, far sideline, Sechrist, but it's dug in the back row by Rudy. Near sideline, Porter through the block. Bragg leans in and digs it up. Pugh, behind the line comes Adams, and that one eaten up by the net. (3-0) spurt for IU Kokomo. They had trailed 23-15. Bragg, back set to Hurt, blocked back over. Second block of the set for IUK. Lorelei, Porter, and Aaron Adam had their hands in there, and that will force a Taylor timeout. 4-0 spurt for IU Kokomo, and they have taken the deficit down to 4. Taylor ahead 23-19, down 1-0 in the match tonight.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
(4-0) spurt for IU Kokomo to cut their 8-point hole down to 4. Taylor still 2 points away from evening the match at a set apiece. Taylor blossomed, but then the brakes got stepped on in a big way. Bragg, quick set. Here comes Sechrist right behind Hurt, but it's dug by Olivia Smith. Near sideline, Porter, cross-court dig. It'll sail just inside the far sideline. And that's going to be a 5-0 run now for IUK. They trail by 3. Lorelei Porter with a team-high 6 kills to just 1 error has been really good tonight for the visiting Cougars. 3-point Taylor lead. Almost an ace there for IU Kokomo. Ware's swing will hit the far side antenna. Has been mainly playing as a back row player the last couple of the first 2 matches of the year, but now being moved to the outside, trying to give Taylor a little more pop. The Trojan lead is down to 2. It was once 8. 6-0 run for IUK. They trail 23-21. Ware blocked over at the net, and now it's a 1-point Taylor lead. Third block of the night, fourth one for IUK. And the second and final timeout taken by Taylor. It is a 7-0 run for IUK. They look to be dead in the water, but they found something and have used it to their advantage, trailing 23-22 with the serve coming out of this timeout.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
A 7-0 burst for IU Kokomo. Taylor trying to find their mojo again. And it's a 23-22 Taylor advantage. They look to be 2 points. They were 2 points away and look to be relatively close to a 1-1 match. And now, with no timeouts left for either side, it's going to be an interesting serve right here. It's either going to be tied at 23 or Taylor's going to have set point. Bragg, far to Ware, laser beam, but dug up somehow by Rudy. Back to Porter, who's been on fire to start, and Adams pulls that hand away at the last possible moment. And Lorelei Porter's swing goes screaming out of bounds, and Taylor is at set point here in set two. 24-22 the Taylor lead. And here's Jessica Dodane to serve. Taylor trying to even the match at 1 set aside. Far sideline Porter, blocked over and kept alive by Rudy. On a third swing, to the back row it goes, but it was tipped to the front row by Taylor, and we play on. The front row for the Trojans just got their fingertips on it, and that ball sailed across the end line. Still set point at 24-23 home team. The Odell Arena Taylor fans to their feet. And here's Alexa Roberts back to serve for IUK. Received by Ware, Bragg, Isaacs down the line and down for a Taylor point. 8th kill for Isaacs, and Taylor holds on and wins set two, 25-23. We'll have at least four sets of volleyball tonight. Set three coming up next.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old.
Not a lot to write home about your hitting percentages in set two, but Taylor got the numbers where it counted, winning set two 25-23. Taylor 14 kills, 11 errors in set two. IU Kokomo 9 kills, 7 errors in that second stanza. Already a double-double for Casey Bragg, 26 assists and 11 digs, also 2 kills. Grace Isaacs with 8 kills, no errors. 6 kills and an error for Chelsea Hurt, 9 kills for Amanda Adams to lead the way with 7 errors. IU Kokomo led by Lorelei Porter with 6 kills, 2 errors. 4 kills for Garrick, no errors. 2 for Morgan Weir, and no errors for her. Again, with the new COVID-19 protocols, teams do not switch sides of the net after each set, so Taylor remains to our left, IUK remains to our right. 1-1 as we start set 3 here from Odell Arena. Lions come sprinting all the way to the near sideline, back sets it to the far side, and the swing is dug by the Trojans. Punched around, Lions back underneath, quick set to Soklin, and she'll terminate. And for the third set in a row, IU Kokomo scores on the opening serve. Soklin with her 4th kill. And it's 1-0 visitors from Kokomo. This will not be the only Taylor IU Kokomo matchup this weekend, as the Taylor women's soccer team gets their season started over at Kokomo Municipal Stadium, a fine facility, tomorrow at about noon. And then the ball gets caught between the hands of Casey Bragg, called for a double hit, and it's 2-0 IU Kokomo. In case you're wondering, I broadcast baseball games for Kokomo Municipal Stadium during the summer. A fine facility indeed. And this one will go off the back of one of her teammates as Abby Bowyer serves off the back of someone wearing crimson, and it's 2-1 Taylor, or 2-1 IU Kokomo, excuse me. You ask any volleyball player, if that has not happened to you, having one of your teammates serve and hit you in the back, then you haven't played enough volleyball. Ashley Harrelin, she's got a couple of aces tonight. A little sidewinder here, controlled nicely by IU Kokomo. High set, controlled by the Cougars. Bragg sets it back. Hurt goes up to get it with the fingertips. It's pinballed around, and IUK controls. Porter tipped and just out of the reach of a sprinting Carly Ware. 7th kill for Lorelei Porter, and IU Kokomo leads by 2. Macy Rudy in to serve for the Cougars. Just 8 digs for the libero tonight. Bragg scampers underneath, back to where it came from, off the heel. It was Amanda Adams, controlled far side on a slide, and not able to get there in time was Adams, and the kill will go to Sydney Garrick. 5th one for Garrick tonight. And IU Kokomo trying to capture some of the magic they had late in set 2 and apply it here to set 3. They lead 4-1, trying to go up 2-1 in the match. Bragg, far sideline. Adams, cross court, dug by Smith. Lions back to Porter near side, dug on the cross court by the Trojans. Aaron Pugh, and then it's blocked as Bragg tried to use the same move she did against Huntington on Tuesday, where she jumped in the air and played it back over her head with her left hand. IU Kokomo is right there for block number 5 tonight. IUK with a 5-1 lead here in set 3. Short serve, controlled by Pugh. In the middle as Adams jumps over everybody, and Rudy able to keep her feet stuck into the ground and not get blown back by the Adams swing. Here's Amanda again, far side, tooling off the block as that one spins away from defenders for IUK. 10th kill for Adams, first player in double-figure kills for either side. 5-2 the Taylor deficit as Bragg goes back to serve. Lions, quick set in the middle. Sokolin has it tipped, and again, that one just out of the reach of Carly Ware by about an inch or so. Six to 2, the IU Kokomo advantage. Subs come in with Sarah Morin to serve it. She gets some instruction from the sideline. So give Adam the kill there, but then the serve sends into the net. Second service error by Morin tonight. 4 errors at the line for IU Kokomo. They lead by 3. Adams, the serve for Taylor, sends it deep. Rudy right there. Far to Porter, and this one will sneak through the block attempt. 8 kills for Lorelei Porter. And IUK rolling along here. 5 kills and no errors for the visitors here in set 3. And they've got a 4-point advantage as we get close to the midway point of set 3. Serve controlled by Sechrist. Spins all the way to the near side, and then Nikki will knock it over with the right hand. Morin underneath, quick set in the middle, punched over and then dug by Sechrist. Bragg sets up Adams behind the line, goes deep. The dig attempt will send almost all the way back to the wall to our right. And Amanda Adams has 11 kills, and the Trojans trail by 3. (7-4) in set number 3. And it's Dodane, all 5 feet of her to back to serve. Morin, near sideline, swung over by Weir and dug by Adams. They send it to Sechrist far side. To the back row it goes, and it's dug forward by Roberts. Back to Weir, a changeup over the block. Diving in for the dig is Casey Bragg of Taylor. Adams had one die, but it was dug up by Rudy. Blocked to the net by Taylor. Bragg in the middle. Isaacs over the head of a defender and down for a kill. 9 kills, no errors for 9 in white, and Taylor drawn down by 2. 15 swings, 9 times have gone down for kills, and no errors for Grace Isaacs tonight. Goes to the top of the tape and down for Dodane. A little Odal Arena magic for the shortest player on the floor. Dodane with an ace. And Taylor trails by 1. Here's Dodane again. This time just to not get the luck of hitting the top of the tape, and it falls on Taylor's side. 3rd service error for the Trojans tonight, and their deficit back to 2. Sydney Conger makes her first appearance of set 3. I'm not sure if we saw her in set 2. Not in the late stages, we didn't. Bragg to the middle. Adams will punch it over, and Conger unable to dig it as Adams continues to add to that total of kills. 12 for Amanda Adams. And again, Taylor trails by 1. That's the closest they've been since the start of the set, when IUK scored on the opening serve of set 3. Here's Parrott. Controlled nicely by IUK. They set up Sokolin, tapped, and from her knees, Parrott will send it back, but it goes flying back up and over the net. Great job by Nikki just to get underneath that ball and keep it alive and try to give Taylor a chance. 9-7, the IUK lead, as Lyons re-enters for IUK to serve, and she'll handle the setting as well. Stands and sends her over. A knuckleball that Adams will sweep to the middle. Bragg sends it high for Isaacs, blocked back over by IUK. Swimming through teammates was Pugh, and then this dig attempt will ricochet off the rafters above our heads, and Adams gets kill number 13. And it's 9-8, the Taylor deficit again. Again, they have not tied IUK yet since it was 0-0 here in set 3. A short one from Ware will land on Taylor's side of the tape. And now the service error starting to pile up here. There's the second one for Taylor here in set 3. 10-8, the IUK advantage. They've led by no more than 3 here in this 3rd frame. A knuckleball sent over by the Cougars, played back over the net. The joust snuffed out by Pugh. Far sideline Adams, a quick swing, but it's dug and controlled by IUK. Porter, her swing is blocked back over by the Trojan front line. Far side of the floor, dig attempt is Parrott's, Pugh underneath, behind the line swing will come from Ware, and that one in the bottom of the net. It was Sydney Garrick who ran a route to the far side pin. They got Taylor just a little bit off their bearings. And it's a 3-point lead for IUK here in the third stanza. Bowyer to serve, standing righty smash, knuckleballs it over. Ware to her classmate Bragg, near side Isaacs, doing the splits almost was Rudy for the dig, and then two IUK players almost ran into each other. Bragg, quick set in the middle for Isaacs, blocked back over, and Bragg able to control. Big step forward, Adams trying to curl it deep, cut off by Lyons, nicely for IUK. Porter with a rocket, and it sails out of bounds. Third error for Lorelei Porter, and Taylor again down by 2. Taylor has gotten no closer than 1 here in this third stanza tonight. They dropped set 1, 25-21. They won set 2, 25-23. Here's Ashley Harrell with a pair of aces tonight. Back set far side, Soakland down the line, but it'll land just on the inside of the near sideline as Nikki Parrott disagrees down below us. 5th kill for Lizzie Soakland, actually make it her 6th. And the IUK lead back up to 3. As the Taylor fans voice their disagreements with that call down and around us. Bragg in the middle for Hurt, blocked back over by IUK. 6th block for the visitors. They've outblocked Taylor tonight 6-2. 4-point IUK lead, 13-9 as we approach the halfway point of set 2, or set 3, excuse me. Short serve, Pugh underneath, Bragg works it along, far sideline Adams, blocked back over, and Amanda able to control. Ware sends it over to the back where Rudy will dig it forward. Near sideline Porter from Lyons, tipped, pinballed off the net, but Taylor unable to keep it off the floor. And their deficit is now 5, and here comes a Taylor timeout. 14-9, the IU Kokomo lead. Taylor takes their first timeout of set 3, trying to avoid falling behind 2-1 here on the Trojans Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Coming out of the Taylor timeout, IU Kokomo in control here in the third set, leading 14-9. Match tied at a set apiece. Bragg off the net, and then sent over by Hurt on a right-hand swing. In the middle, tooling off the block, will be Erin Adams. She leads the match with 5 blocks and gets her 3rd kill right there. And it's all IUK right now. They lead 15-9 in set number 3. A short serve again. Pugh comes scampering forward. Bragg quick set, punched over by Amanda Adams. They work it back to Porter, near sideline does IUK, dug up, and then Bragg will send it to the far side of the floor, and Adams will curl it out of bounds. 8th attack error for Amanda tonight, and another point goes on IUK's side of the scoreboard. They lead 16-9. Another short serve. Pugh able to receive it clean. Bragg a back set to Adams. Trying to missile it far side. Lyons' dig went sailing over the net, and Adams teed it up and dropped it home. 14th kill for Amanda Adams. That leads the match as Susanna Neal makes her first appearance since set 1. And the Trojans trying to get a rally going here, down 16-10. A loss here would put Taylor down 2-1 in the match. Back set off a double jump by Garrick, dug by Ware of Taylor. Far sideline, Adams, blocked and then played forward by Smith. Quick set in the middle, nicely done by IUK, and it's Aaron Adam who gets the termination on a quick setup by Kaylee Lyons. 7-point advantage for IU Kokomo. They're up 17-10 here in set 3. As Kaylee Lyons exits, and Sarah Morin in to serve. This one played deep. Ware plays it forward for Taylor. Bragg a back set. Adams trying to get it caught in IUK hands. Knocked around and then played back, and it's down for a Taylor point. 15th kill for Amanda Adams. The Taylor deficit is now 6. But serves are dwindling here with the Trojans down 17-11 in set 3. Trying to avoid a 2-1 deficit heading to set 4. Adams knuckleballs one over, played to the sky by IUK. Far sideline. Porter swings, dig back over by Adams, pushed over by IUK. Bragg, far sideline, Sechrist, tipped and dug by the back row of Morin of IUK. Near sideline, Porter, tapped, dug by Bragg on the near sideline. Net violation against Taylor's Susanna Neal. That's 18-11, IU Kokomo. And subs come in for the visitors. Morgan Weir in, along with Alexa Roberts, who will handle the serving. .375 the hitting percentage for IUK here in set 3. 11 kills and 1 error. Taylor with 7 kills but 4 errors. Their hitting percentage below 100. Bragg to the far sideline. Sechrist just a hair out of bounds. As Sechrist, her rough night continues. That's her 6th attack error. And Taylor head coach Erin Luthi asking how many timeouts she has. She finds out it's 1, and she'll take the final one of set 3 for the home team. IU Kokomo leads 19-11, trying to go up 2-1 in the match tonight here against the Taylor Trojans.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
(19-11) the IU Kokomo lead here in set number 3. Taylor built a sizable advantage in set 2, almost saw it slip away before winning late, and IUK has really controlled things here in the third frame. Sechrist has her swing blocked back over the net. 7th block of the night for the visitors in their 3rd one here of set number 3. And the Cougars lead 20-11, trying to go up 2-1 in the match tonight. Bragg pirouettes, back sets it, hurt, mistimed her jump, and it falls back down for another point for IU Kokomo. Largest lead of the night for either team. It's 21-11. That'll be Roberts to short serve again. Coming in, scampering was Pugh. Neal rainbows it over, dig off the shoulder for IUK, and it'll fall on their side of the net. 4 hits the call against IU Kokomo. Dodane back in to serve for Taylor. She's out there with Adams, Bragg, Sechrist, Isaacs, and Neal. A one-legged receive by Roberts. Big smash, cross-court, snuffed out on the hack swing by Bragg. Neal trying to go near side, but it hits the near side antenna. And it's a 10-point IUK lead here in set number 2. Right idea there for Neal. She saw the open space in the back row, but it hit the antenna. That's coming back in will be Sydney Conger and Soakland for IUK. Conger, a standing righty smash. Adams backpedaling, Sechrist trying to save it. Adams has got to really put some juice on it, and it'll land just at the bottom of Taylor's side of the net. And a point goes to IUK. A laser beam this time from Conger. Sechrist plays it to the middle. In the middle again is Isaacs in the back row. Conger's dig try sails to the sky, and IUK can't keep it from falling back down to earth. 10th kill for Grace Isaacs, second player in the match, both for Taylor with double-figure kills. But the Taylor deficit is now at 10 at 23-13. Ten kills on 19 swings and no errors for Grace Isaacs, as her strong play continues from Tuesday as Parrott just misses the back line by an inch. Fifth service error for Taylor tonight, their third one of set three. And it's set point for IU Kokomo, up 24-13 here in the third frame. They won set one, they dropped set two. And the serve sent over by IUK. Bragg backpedaling, taps into the air. Sechrist goes to get it. Dig attempt is unsuccessful by Rudy, and Sechrist gets her first kill since the first set. 3 for Nikki on the night. Still set point for IUK, leading 24-14 in our third stanza. Carly Ware, a skip and a serve. Lions underneath, the drop shot down, and IUK will win set three. Crafty play there by Lions. They win set three 25-14. They'll go for the match win in set four. Taylor needs to win it and to send it to their second fifth setter of the week.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Big set three for IU Kokomo. They hit 379, 12 kills and just one error. Taylor below 100, 0-53, 10 kills and 8 errors for the Trojans. As Lorelei Porter leading the way for IU Kokomo. Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi keeping her team in that huddle over to our left a long time as they have their backs against a wall in a must-win set four. IUK out there very loose and relaxed after their dominant set three win. Lorelei Porter leads the way for IU Kokomo in kills with 10. She's hitting 226 on 31 swings. Also has a couple of blocks. Erin Adam leading the way with blocks for IUK with 6. She also has 4 kills. Amanda Adams with 15 kills, but also has 8 errors tonight. For the Trojans, Grace Isaacs 10 kills and just 1 block after Isaacs had 11 blocks by herself, out-blocking Huntington on Tuesday. So a must-win set 4 for the Trojans to avoid dropping to 1-2 on the year. This is the season opener for IUK here tonight. They're out of the River States Conference. That's the same conference as Ohio Christian University. Their men's basketball coach, a friend of ours, and hopefully a friend of yours, Casey Coons, Mr. Silent Night, and the newly minted Taylor Athletics Hall of Famer from a season ago, last fall. We inducted Casey into our Athletics Hall of Fame. He's getting ready to start his 3rd season over there at IU Kokomo. His wife, Hope, a former member of the Taylor volleyball team. They have a lovely son, Caleb, who currently has more hair than Casey does. And hopefully that message gets relayed back to him, and then he'll text me and tell me it's not nice to send pot shots from a state away. But that's okay. We love Casey, Hope, and Caleb here at Taylor. Kaylee Lyons to get the serving going in this 4th set off for IU Kokomo. She has 20 assists. That's 14 behind Casey Bragg of Taylor. IUK has scored the first point of each of the first 3 sets tonight, and that changes here with Isaacs on the near side of the floor. Isaacs has been highly efficient and highly effective. 11 kills on 20 swings and no errors for the senior. And Taylor starts things off in the right way here in set 4, down 2-1 in the match tonight. Ashley Harrell back to serve. And the sidewinder near side that was played back in might have been going out. Far side, cut off by Ware, kept alive by Parrott. Back over the net, it hits the end, hits the netting. It'll be 4 hits, the call against Taylor. And the Taylor students around us disagreeing with it. And now our second official will come and talk. It hit the net and then was played back over on a 3rd hit. The call was 4 hits. And so our 2 officials talk again for the 2nd time tonight. They did not overturn their first call when they had this discussion. And to the speaking captains, will they be called? No, they will not be called. And so, yep, they're going to say a missed call, and so we're going to replay that serve. So it's still 1-0 Taylor on the missed call by the officials. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. And here comes Harrell for the redo of our second serve of set 4. Quick set in the middle. Soklin, diving dig as Parrish trying to kick it up was hurt, but then it ricocheted off of her hand. 7th kill for Lizzie Soklin, the Lewis University transfer, and set 4 level at 1. Abby Bowyer makes her first 4th set appearance, and she'll go back to serve. A couple of digs for Bowyer tonight. A laser beam here, and now add an ace to that total for 12 in Crimson. Seventh ace of the night for IU Kokomo, and they lead 2-1. Try to pick up their first win of the year. Bragg in the middle to Hurt. Deflected into the net, and Hurt gets her 7th kill of the night. Had done most of her damage in her first 2 matches on the block, but now getting a lot more opportunities here to swing away. And that's her 7th kill of the night. 2-2 as Bragg goes back to serve. Almost sent back over the net, played in clean, blocked over, then elbowed back over the net. Hurt will tap it over for Taylor. Good elbow dig there by IUK. Soklin down Main Street, but it's dug by Bragg of Taylor. Neal sets and swings and then punched over by the left hand of the libero, Rudy. Bragg in the middle for Hurt. No chances there, and Hurt with back-to-back kills. 8 kills for the Spring Arbor, Michigan native. And the Taylor Trojans lead by 1, 3-2. Bragg throws it in the air and rockets over a left hand. Back set far side. Hurt will knock it back with her elbow and a big swing by Gehrig of IUK. Free balled over by the Trojans. Soklin faked and then scooped over by Porter. Pugh, far side of the floor. Adams, her swing blocked, but it goes sailing out of bounds. Right there was IUK. Just couldn't get a straight line block. It deflected across from us to the right of the IUK front line. And it's 4-2 Taylor on the front row miscue by the visitors. A must-win situation for the Trojans, trying to force a winner-take-all set 5. And that ball goes sailing into the net for the 6th service error for the Trojans tonight. The service errors have been a problem in the first 2 matches, have not really been that big of an issue tonight. That was number 6. They had 12 Tuesday against Huntington. Rudy to serve for IUK. Short, coming in is Pugh. Bragg, a back set near side to Adams, and that one will sail out. We've seen a lot of different players tonight try to go for the back row in that empty space in the back line, but a lot of line drives have been sailing long this evening. 4-4 in set 4. And Rudy will serve for IUK. Off the fingertips of Ware and an ace for the Cougars. First one for Rudy, number 8 for IUK tonight. 5-4, their lead now here in set 4. Rudy over, off the elbow of Ware. Right there is Neal to save it, and then Ware will scoop it over. Quick set in the middle, too high for Erin Adam. All 5-10 of her popped too high in the air by Lyons. Just not able to reach out there and get it was Erin Adam, and we're back to even at 5 here in set 3. Adams will serve for Taylor. A knuckleball over that Smith keeps alive, scraping off the parquet floor. Slapped over as Adams leans down and digs one at her shoe tops. Sechrist, right heel over. In the middle, Lyons, down the middle, Porter. Adams' dig back to the net. It'll land on the bottom of the netting, and it go down for an IUK point. Big swing there for Lorelei Porter. It looked like the dig from Adams might go sailing back over the net, and the bottom just died right at the bottom of Taylor's side of the net. 6-5, the IUK advantage. Sidewinding serve from Williams. Bragg to the far sideline. Sechrist rears back, knocked around a couple times, and Porter will smash, curling it out of bounds near sideline. One of the rare miscues for Lorelei Porter tonight, with 11 kills and now 4 errors, but she has been locked and loaded tonight for IUK. And we seesaw back and forth, much like we saw in set 1, with neither team able to build much of a lead more than 1. We're even at 6 here in the 4th frame. Down the middle, off of Bragg's right hand and into the 10th row. 5th kill for Erin Adam. That one caught by one of the members of the Taylor men's basketball team down and to our left. And IUK pushes ahead by a single talent. Roberts. Receive sent to the sky. Sechrist underneath, near sideline Neal. To the back row goes for IUK. Dancing underneath is Williams. A little change up over. Beautifully done by Erin Adam for her 6th kill to go with those match-high 6 blocks. 8-6, the IUK lead as they try to pick up their first win here of 2020 in their season opener. It's the 3rd match for the Trojans. All have been here at home. Sechrist, a quick set in the middle, swept deep and dug by IUK. Far side off the top of the tape, swing by Hubbard. Taylor able to keep the ball high. Neal's swing blocked, and it gets caught in the hands of the libero, Aaron Pugh. 8th block for IUK tonight, and they lead by 3 here in the 4th frame. 9-6, the lead for the Cougars. That's Roberts to serve it short. Pugh there. Bragg up for Taylor. Isaacs, a little stutter step, and then swings. Rudy underneath, near sideline. One-hand dig is Amanda Adams. Bragg, far sideline. Sechrist leans back, and it's blocked back over by IUK. Grace Isaacs' swing blocked back over by the visitors once again. Their 9th block, back-to-back blocks for IUK, force a Taylor a timeout. The Cougars lead 10-6, trying to win the match here in 4.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
IUK with the upper hand here in set 4, leading 10-6. Each team with 4 kills. The Trojans with 3 errors here in the frame, 2 for IU Kokomo. They play out of the River States Conference. Taylor in the Crossroads League. The Trojans jump back into Crossroads League play tomorrow when they take on defending national champion Marion. It'll be the Knights' first match here of 2020. And Alexa Roberts will serve for the Cougars. This one short, up to Adams. Bragg. Here's Isaacs with a 2-hand push to the back row, but Roberts is there to dig it forward. Big swing. It's deflected up, and Neal will keep it alive after the Isaacs block. She called for it, tried to push it to the near side corner, but that one just a hair too long. Just the second attack error by Isaacs tonight. And that's a 5-point lead for IUK. Roberts a knuckleball. Sechrist almost played it back over the net. Off the net, sliding in was Isaacs, and she gets back up on her side of the netting. Nicely done by Grace. And then the ball hit into the net by IUK and Lydia Hubbard. Just a 4-point deficit, but the advantage definitely feels on IUK's side here in the 4th frame. Parrott with 6 digs tonight. Back to serve for Taylor. This one calmly received by IUK. Williams back to the far side. Tooling off the block will be Lydia Hubbard to get kill number 2 for her tonight. Back to a 5-point IU Kokomo lead, and re-entering will be Sydney Conger to serve, and Soakland comes in to spell the libero Rudy. Conger sends it over. Adams receives it for Taylor. Bragg sets up Isaac's far sideline. Line drive out of play. 13-7, the IUK advantage. And Conger will serve again. Bragg in the middle. Sechrist trying to get going. Blocked and then tapped back over by the front row of IUK. Everything going IUK's way here out of the timeout. They've outscored Taylor. They've scored 4 of the last 5 points, and they've doubled up the Trojans, leading 14-7 in the 4th. A smash over by Conger. Adams sweeps it up. Bragg gives Isaacs a go, and that one blasted right down the line, far side. 12th kill for Grace Isaacs. The Trojans trail by 6. Could really use a rally right here. This one a knuckleball, sidewinder over by Ware, and a tap over nicely by Soakland in the middle for IUK. It was a soft little tap with the right fingertips. Popped it up and over the Taylor block try, and it landed just over right behind the front row of TU. 7-point advantage for IU Kokomo, 15-8. Remember, they have gone to the national tournament the last 5 years and won 4 out of the last 5 River States Conference championships. Bragg lets Adams give it a go. Dug forward by IUK. Back set near side. Block attempt by the Trojan front row on the Weir swing. Weir will get it back. This one snakes through 2 Taylor players, and then Pugh sets it up as she was able to serpentine away from Casey Bragg. In the middle for Soakland. Isaacs. Solo block. Her 3rd. Making her 2nd block tonight. So Taylor trailing by 6. That's the first block for the Trojans since set 2 and just their 3rd one of the night after they had 16 on Tuesday evening in their win over Huntington. Harrell in to serve. Played forward, calling for it, and that one just out of bounds. IUK thinks it's a point, but that one sailed out of bounds by a hair. By either Gehrig or Weir. It was a beautiful play, just a little bit too far. And that brings Taylor to within 5. We're just past halfway here in the fourth set. Down the line, Weir into the net, 4 hits against IUK, and so now Taylor feeling the momentum start to shift a little bit, down 15-11. Harrell, Ware, Parrott, Adams, Hurt, Bragg, the Taylor 6. Played high in the air by IUK. Lions underneath to the far side and Weir. An easy dig for Carly Ware of Taylor. Hurt gets it and sweeps it over. It's dug by Lions of IUK. Back to the far side, a laser beam that'll just get over the reach by Sydney Gehrig, just out of the reach of Carly Ware there in the back row. 3 or 4 times tonight, that ball's just been an inch or so away from Ware this evening. Back to a 5-point IUK lead with Abby Bowyer handle the serving. Down the line, far side, Parrott's received, kept alive by Adams. Hurt in the middle will knock it over on a 3rd hit. Lions underneath, quick set in the middle for Soakland, snuffed out and then tapped over nicely on a re-jump by Chelsea Hurt. Her 9th kill, trying to get her first double-figure kill total of her college career. Great second jump there by Chelsea Hurt. Got the initial block, then quickly popped back on her feet and got the kill for Taylor. Trojans down by just 4. If they can make it 3, that can make IUK start to sweat a little bit more. Down the middle, though, comes Lorelei Porter, but it was tapped at the front row by the Trojans. It went sailing out of bounds, but there's the 12th kill for Porter. 5-point lead for IUK as the libero Rudy re-enters and will serve from the near side corner. A short one, the Pew scampers underneath. Bragg, back set, near side Adams, haven't called her name in the while, but those blocked and then deflected out of bounds. Another block for IUK, their 10th tonight. And they lead by 6, 18-12. The IUK serve, Ware up to Bragg for Taylor. Adams right down Main Street and tapped and lands on the far side of the floor. 17th kill for Amanda Adams, and Taylor again down by 5. But serves are becoming fewer, with IUK leading 18-13, up 2-1 in the match in set 4. Lions to the far sideline, down the line, Adams there for the dig. It'll stay on Taylor's side, Bragg back. Neal trying to send it to the far corner, snuffed out by Rudy, and a violation against IUK's Lorelei Porter. And now the Trojan deficit is 4 once again. Trying to force a winner-take-all set 5 of the Trojans here. Serve back over the net, Sechrist to Bragg for Taylor. Neal a punch, and it won't get over Taylor's side of the net. Another opportunity for Taylor trying to get to within 3, but have been unable to do so each time here in this 3rd stanza. The Trojans have 1 timeout left in their back pocket. IUK has got their full complement of timeouts here in the 4th frame if they need them. They lead by 5 here, 19-14. Hurt will curl it out of bounds far side, and now it's a 6-point IUK advantage. 4th attack error for Chelsea Hurt tonight, still trying to get to double-figure kills. She's sitting on 9. It'd be the first time in her career for the freshman. Sechrist swing sent back over by IUK. Bragg trying to pick that near side corner, but a miscommunication as Smith cut in front of the libero Rudy and pushed it away. Rudy was right there in perfect position, but Smith deflected it to the far side of the floor, and a kill for the Trojans and a much-needed point. Down 20-15 here late in set 4, trying to avoid their 2nd loss of the season. Dodane just over the top of the net. Serve receive almost came back over. It's a violation against IUK. And Taylor to within 4. It's the closest they've been here for the majority of this set. Can they push it and cut it to 3? Dodane sends a rocket over again. Williams down the middle, dug by Bragg on the big swing from Adam. Isaacs will send it high in the air. Neal will send it over. And IUK able to regroup. Porter blocked, snuck back over the net, knocked it around, punched over on the last moment by IUK. Sechrist sweeps it, stays on IUK's side of the net. Williams to the far side of the floor. Line drive out of play near side by Hubbard. And Taylor finally cuts their deficit down to 3. 20-17 the deficit. Taylor down 2-1 in the match. And now the question is, can they cut it to 2? Dodane a knuckleball over on the serve, just able to dive and keep it alive was a diving Kendall Williams. Quick set, Isaacs, money in the bank. Another assist for Bragg, her 41st, second 40-assist performance of Bragg's career, both coming in back-to-back matches. And Taylor has cut their deficit to 2, trying to force a winner-take-all set 5. The Trojans down 20-18.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week.
To answer Hope Coons, who just tweeted me, yeah, I was trying to see if you guys are watching. That's good. I hope you enjoyed the Ivanhoe's ad that we just played as well. 20-18 for Hope Coons' former squad, the Taylor volleyball team, trying to force a winner-take-all set 5. Dodane sends this one deep. Williams to the far side of the floor. Porter will tool off the block, and she has been the offensive lifeblood for IUK tonight with 13 kills. And gets a big one right there, stopping the Taylor momentum. 21-18, the IUK advantage, 4 points away from a 4-set win. Trying to move to 1-0 on the year. Taylor trying to avoid falling to 1-2. Adams on the serve receive for Taylor. Far sideline, Isaacs, a rainbow over. Dug up by Rudy. Williams to the near side, and Weir. Played forward by Adams off the bottom of the net. Bragg keeps it alive. Isaacs into the air, but that'll be 4 hits against the Trojans. Or deflection, excuse me, on the third hit. So not 4 hits, but a kill to IUK. 3 points away from an IUK win right here. They lead 22-18 in set 4. Bragg walking back, far sideline. Isaacs right down the line, and Isaacs has still got plenty of juice left in that right arm. Season high 15 kills for the senior Grace Isaacs. Just 2 blocks for Grace tonight, but she's picked it up in the kills category. Taylor down by 3, 22-19 with Nikki Parrott back in to serve. A missile over, almost sent the IUK player tumbling down to the floor. There's Isaacs for a block, trying a big swing from Adam. Weir tapped and just out of the reach of a diving Parrott and Pugh for Taylor. 23-19 the IUK lead. Rudy out, Sokeland in, along with Conger. And Taylor will take their second and final timeout here of set 4. Down by 4, 23-19. They need points, and they need them in a hurry, trying to force a set 5.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits.
(23-19), Taylor out of timeouts here in set 4. IU Kokomo's got 1 left. They have a 4-point lead. Bragg. Here's Isaacs, who's been on fire tonight, slapped over the net. And it'll be a double hit called against IU Kokomo. So Isaacs continuing to keep Taylor within striking distance here, down 23-20. But every serve will be huge here because the next point for IU Kokomo will bring our match to match point. 15 kills for Isaacs tonight, 17 for Adams. This one sent deep, but played forward by IUK. Near sideline Weir, changeup, tapped, dug by Parrott for Taylor. Far sideline, Adams through the block, and Taylor down by 2. 18 kills for Adams. That brings some much needed juice back to Odell Arena. Here's Ware to serve for Taylor. Got it over the net. First thing done. Soakland through the block again, and just out of the reach of more back row players. 9th kill for Soakland. It's match point for IUK, up 24-21. So here's Kaylee Lyons to serve for IU Kokomo. One service error tonight. Taylor could really use a second. They will not, but it's cleanly played by Parrott. Bragg, crafty with the lefty sweep. Felled everyone to the front of the net, and then she just played it over her head and over with a beautiful left-hand swing to the open space on the near sideline. Still match point for IUK, but it's 24-22, the Trojan deficit. Ashley Harrell to serve. 2 aces tonight. Just over the top of the tape there. Quick set in the middle. Soakland swept. Parrott dug for Taylor. Far sideline Adams, tipped and dug by the back row of Roberts of IUK. Quick set, scooped over on a miscommunication by Bragg back to Adams, and Taylor with life still. Down 24-23, still match point, but Taylor can feel the tide turning. 19th kill for Amanda Adams. That forces IUK to take their second and final timeout. It was match point at 24-21. The Trojans have scored back-to-back points. They trail by 1. More set 4 after this.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
– 19 kills for Amanda Adams on the night she gets her 1,000th career kill. 16 kills for Isaacs on 31 swings for the middle blocker. And Taylor, match point, down 24-23. The Adams kill has brought Odell Arena to full throw. Harrell gets the serve over cleanly. Lyons, far side, a two-hander deep. Dug by Harrell, Bragg, Adams, off the block, and we're tied at 24 in set 4. Taylor has dug deep, and they've tied our 4th frame at 24 with no timeouts left aside. Odell Arena eerily quiet on the Harrell serve. Quick set in the middle, line out of bounds just off of Ware's hand on the Sydney Gehrig swing. Her 7th kill. And now it's match point again for IUK at 25-24. Abby Bowyer in to serve now. Gets it over clean. Parrott to Bragg. Adams gonna go back row, and that one's long. And that's how this one will end. The Trojans battled back from being down 24-21 to tie the 4th frame at 24 apiece. But back-to-back points for IUK give them their first win of the year as they win set 4 by a final of 26-24. We'll take a break and come back with the Ivanhoe's post-match show and look ahead. We'll look back at this one and then look ahead to tomorrow's matchup with the defending national champion Marion Knights. That's next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
The decision you're making is about so much more than where you'll spend the next 4 years. It's about how you'll live the next 40. So let me break down the Taylor University experience. We integrate faith and learning to become well-rounded, lifelong learners, while delivering a deeper knowledge of our specific areas of study. Whether you're producing award-winning films, building satellites for NASA, or preparing for a national ethics debate, Taylor will push you to excel in your field. But excellence isn't always about having the right answers. Sometimes it's about asking the right questions. Taylor is interdenominational. That means we can't always fall back on specific church doctrine to settle issues. We rely on scripture and the dynamic nature of iron sharpening iron to better know the God who's not afraid of our question. Much of this happens in the small town of Upland, Indiana, the place where Taylor does life together. But don't let this small town fool you. The schedule is packed with things to do, and through these activities, faculty, staff, and students become more than individuals occupying the same address. They become a community. But this community isn't limited to the campus. We travel, boy do we travel. We are ranked as one of the top 10 schools in the country for overseas experiences. But it isn't just about the going. It's about the sharing of those experiences and being challenged by those who come to Upland as their international experience. Taylor is one of a few Christian colleges that expects all students to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Now, this doesn't mean Taylor is a Christian Disneyland full of cardboard cutout perfection. Taylor is full of real people with real problems, and living together can get kind of messy. But in that mess, we take Jesus' call from John 13 seriously. We practice picking up our towel and dealing with the mess in each other's lives. We're not here just to follow the rules for 4 years. Instead, we hope to learn to live authentic lives, calling each other to lives of meaning. Every day, our focus remains on the 40, not just the 4. We'd love to show you more about Taylor. Come visit. Sit in on a class, go to chapel, spend a night in a residence hall. Experience the difference for yourself.
Back inside Odell Arena with the Jock Jam soundtrack playing. This is the Ivanhoe's post-match show. IU Kokomo picks up their first win of the year, defeating the Trojans in 4 sets tonight. 3-1. IUK won set 1, 25-21. Taylor won set 2, 25-23. The Cougars dominated set 3, 25-14, and then held on to win set 4, 26-24. The Trojans trailed. It was match point down 24-21 in that 4th frame. They scored 3 in a row to tie to 24, but then back-to-back points for IU Kokomo finished off the match for them tonight. IUK moves to 1-0 on the year. This was their season opening match. The Trojans fall to 1-2, and one of the only non-conference matchups they will have this season. The Trojans jump back into conference play tomorrow when they welcome Marion here to Odell Arena. Take a look at the stats tonight. IU Kokomo had 47 kills on 141 swings, 17 errors for a team hitting percentage of .213. Their 2 best sets where they hit over 300 were set 1 and with 12 kills and 2 errors, .333 the percentage. And then in set 2, they were blistering, .379, 12 kills, 1 error on 29 swings. They had 1 player in double-figure kills. That was Lorelei Porter with 13. She had 4 errors to her 36 swings. She finished with a .250 hitting percentage. 9 kills for Lizzie Soklin, including a couple late for the Cougars there in the 4th set. She had 6 errors and 25 attempts for a hitting percentage of .120. 3 kills for Kaylee Lyons, 2 kills for Audrey Strassma, 6 for Aaron Adam, 2 for Lydia Hubbard, 7 for Sydney Gehrig, 5 for Morgan Weir. That rounds out the offensive players tonight. 24 assists for Kaylee Lyons to lead the way for IUK. And leader in blocks tonight was Erin Adam. She had 9, including 1 solo block, as IUK outblocked Taylor tonight 10-3. The Trojans had 2 players in double-figure kills. Amanda Adams, the match-high 20. Her first kill of the night was her 1,000th of her career, but she also had 11 errors tonight on her 55 swings for a hitting percentage of 164. Grace Isaacs had 16 kills, 3 errors, and 31 attempts for a hitting percentage of 419 out of her middle hitter position. A very good night for Grace Isaacs. 9 kills for Chelsea Hurt. That's a new career high. She had a lot more opportunities to swing tonight. Had normally did most of her damage blocking in her first 2 career matches, but got a little more passes sent her way tonight. Had 9 kills to show for it. 3 for Nikki Sechrist, really struggled to find her rhythm all night. 4 kills for Casey Bragg, and 4 for Susanna Neal. Bragg led the way with 46 assists. That's a new career high following her 41 assists she had on Tuesday. So the first 2 40-plus assist nights of Casey's career come Tuesday and tonight. A bright future for the sophomore out of Warsaw, Indiana. Has had to rely to be the main setter for Taylor this season, so we haven't seen her swings go up as much as they normally are with that powerful left arm. But that we can see that change coming up here later in the season. Casey had a double-double tonight. She also had 15 digs to lead Taylor. Aaron Pugh had 13 digs. Carly Ware had 11. That's back-to-back matches with double-figure digs for Carly Ware. And Nikki Parrott chipped in 9 digs for the Trojans tonight as well. 18 digs for Macy Rudy for IUK to lead the way for them. Alexa Roberts had 10. And Olivia Smith had 8 for the visitors from Kokomo. 10 blocks for IUK, just 3 for the Trojans, 8 aces for IUK, 6 for Taylor tonight. The Trojans had 56 kills, but they had 36 errors. So they had 19 more errors than IU Kokomo had tonight. The Trojans hit 121 out of those 165 swings. 6 aces and 6 service errors for Taylor tonight, 8 aces, 4 errors for IU Kokomo from the service line this evening. Digs just about even, 63 for Taylor and 62 for IUK. With the loss, the Trojans fall to 1-2 on the year. IU Kokomo improves to 1-0 with their first win of the year tonight. Taylor's back in action tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, when they take on defending national champion Marion as they jump back into Crossroads League play. The Knights will be playing their first match of the season after having a couple of postponements the last couple of weeks. We say congratulations once again to Amanda Adams for collecting her 1,000th career kill. And we say a special thanks to Ashton Whitman on the camera and Liam Baird on the computer tonight. And we thank you folks for tuning in tonight as well. Once again, our final from here inside Odell Arena. IU Kokomo picks up their first win of the season, dropping Taylor to 1-2, winning in 4 sets tonight. They won set 1 25-21. They dropped set 2 25-23. And then IUK won set 3 25-14 and set 4 26-24. We're back at it tomorrow with a 1:50 pre-match show presented by Marion General Hospital. And the first serve will come shortly after 2 o'clock. It's Taylor and Marion tomorrow as the Trojans wrap up the first 4 matches at home of the 2020 season. This has been a presentation of Taylor Volleyball on the Trojan Sports Network. We say goodnight from Upland, Indiana.